How are we doing, guys? We are back. It's a new season, fast approaching, and it's that special time of the season when the fixture list is revealed and we get the opportunity to see who we're playing, where we're going, how we're starting, how we're finishing, that busy Christmas period. And the one thing I can say about the new fixtures is that whoever does these is not an Arsenal fan. We were moaning last season about our opening fixtures. And once again, we have been stung big time. But listen, the way I look at it is very simple. We have to play every team twice. Now, it would be nice if we didn't have some really difficult games bunched up together. But then on the flip side, you can look at it and say, let's get the difficult games out of the way early. Because if we get some really good results, it sets us up nicely for the rest of the season. And then the other part of that is you can say, well, what if you go and lose those first few games? And then you're on the back foot and you're kind of like panic stations. But yeah, last season, if you remember, we had Aston Villa away, we had Spurs away, we had Man City away, all within our opening 6 games. This season, we have Manchester United away, we have Liverpool away, and we have Newcastle away in our opening 6 games. And then throw into that, we're playing Manchester City at home as well. And Nottingham Forest, I'm not being disrespectful to Nottingham Forest and Leeds, who are the other 2 sides within that opening 6 games. But, yeah, we start our campaign away at Old Trafford, Manchester United. And listen, I'm not one of these that's going to look at Manchester United last season and the problems and where they finished and all the rest of it. This is typically a difficult game for Arsenal. It's a huge game in the fixture list, in the calendar, wherever you are in the league. Even when Manchester United were at the top end and Arsenal was struggling from all of the battles and the original battles of Old Trafford, from back in the day to the most recent with Van Nistelrooy and Martin Keown. And it's a big, big fixture. Old Trafford will be rocking on the opening day. It's a tough opening fixture. But on the flip side, Manchester United fans will be sitting there saying, that's a tough opening fixture. So yeah, listen, it's mouth-watering to say the least. Second game of the season, first home game will be Leeds United at home, newly promoted Leeds United. I think that's a nice fixture, all due respect to Leeds. I do think that it'll be a difficult place to go when teams have to go to Elland Road. But for this one, in the context, I'm quite happy with that. Third game, Liverpool away. We haven't lost there in the last few seasons, but we also haven't won there in a very, very, very long time. And it's so difficult. But again, it's a tough place to go, and it's getting it out of the way nice and early. That's the positive that you've got to kind of look at. But yeah, that's that one in that respect. We then got Nottingham Forest at home. How will they fare this season? Fantastic season last year, faded out towards the end. European competition and everything else. It'd be an interesting game. Manchester City at home. Again, playing Manchester City quite early in the calendar. I'm not too fussed about that. They're at the Club World Cup, whatever the hell that competition is that you want to call it, and they're not going to have had a lot of rest. So they might have the new signings, but they're not going to have a lot of rest. So could be a good time. And then we have Newcastle away. Just a difficult fixture whenever. But for us, it just seems to be a really, really difficult fixture and one we struggle with. Home, away, whenever it is. So again, get it out of the way. 3 tough away games in the opening 6. You know, long distance, the northern travel and everything. Get it all out of the way. Done and dusted. When you're looking at the rest of the fixtures, of course, the one fixture that I do look for is Tottenham. You have to know when you're playing Tottenham. And we're playing them November the 22nd. And we're also playing them February the 21st. I'm looking forward to those 2 games, that's for sure. And then, of course, you have a look around the Christmas period. At the moment, the games are scheduled for the 27th of December, so not Boxing Day. But, of course, that will most likely change. We're at home to Brighton, so not the end of the world, not a bad fixture to get. Just before the new year, Aston Villa at home. Again, I'll take that. That's not too bad. At the start of January, Bournemouth away. Again, it's not a bad fixture. I know we struggled against Bournemouth last season, but it's not the end of the world. And then we've got Liverpool, Forest, Manchester United, 2 of those at home. But it's a little bunch of games where you go, okay, that could be difficult in and around the FA Cup period and, that kind of, time and whatnot. You want to make sure that you navigate the Champions League section and get out of playing a preliminary game or anything else. And then you go to the end of the season. And we'll look at our last 6 games, for example. We've got Manchester City away. Tough. Very tough. Newcastle at home. That's not bad. Rather I'm at home than away. Fulham at home. West Ham away. Burnley at home. Crystal Palace away. That's not the worst of run-ins. And I'm looking at that with 3 games to go. West Ham away. Declan Rice winning the league against West Ham. I've said it. It's happening. Declan Rice winning the league at West Ham. Oh, sometimes it's written. Normally with us, it's not. But you never know. I'm calling it now. Declan Rice is winning the league at West Ham. 9th of May. Put it in your diary. Oh, imagine that. Oh, Declan Rice winning the league at West Ham. Oh, there would be absolute meltdowns. Arsenal winning the league, full stop, there would be meltdowns. But Arsenal winning the league at West Ham and Declan Rice would be the mother of all meltdowns. But listen, at the end of the day, like I said, you have to play every team twice. We just have to get on with it. The opening fixtures are tough. I'll quickly run through the fixtures by the calendar month. So August, we have Manchester United, Leeds and Liverpool. September, we have Nottingham Forest, Manchester City and Newcastle. Now, what's interesting as well will be the Champions League fixtures. Now, when I had a look at last season's fixtures, if it's the same, then we will have a Champions League game, the first one, in between Nottingham Forest and Manchester City at home. Now, that's not the end of the world. If we got a home Champions League game and it wasn't against a ridiculously good side, just a nice one, you don't have to ask for much, do we? Then that wouldn't be too bad. We go into October, West Ham, Fulham, Crystal Palace. November, Burnley, Sunderland, Tottenham, Chelsea. December, Brentford, Villa. Wolves, Everton, Brighton, Villa. Sevilla twice in December. That's mad, isn't it? How quickly that all flips around. January, Bournemouth, Liverpool, Forest, Manchester United and Leeds. February, Sunderland, Brentford, Tottenham, Chelsea. March, Brighton, Everton and Wolves. April is Bournemouth, Manchester City and Newcastle. And then in May, we have Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, Palace. There we go. That is the fixtures for the new season. We are back. We're ready to go. Pre-season is fast upon us in, about 4 weeks' time, near enough, when we go to Singapore. Transfers, all this type of stuff, it hasn't happened at the moment, but you know me, there's already those pre-recorded videos out there. I think I've done pre-recorded videos of so many players. So it's like, oh, yes, we signed him. Whether it be Sesko, Gyökeres, looks like Zubamendi's done. Kepa as the backup goalkeeper. There's talk of another defender. Could it be Hato? Or listen, there's loads going on, and we're going to be back every single day for DT's Daily, Monday to Friday and everything else. And we're going to be talking about everything that's going on in the world of football, talking about Arsenal. We're going to be raising the levels this year. And it's so good to be back. I feel really, really good. I feel recharged. I feel ready. And I can't wait to get going. So, yeah, you know what to do. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot very, very soon. I'm out of here.